Hello dear student, welcome to online lecture series. This is Dr. Ramnath Andale, Assistant Professor in Department of Zoology, KRT Art, BH Commerce and AM Science, well-known KTGM College Nasik. Today we are going to deal with the FYBSc class semester 2nd, in that Zoology paper 1st, Animal Diversity part 2. We already discussed about or initiate the chapter number 2, phylum Annelida. In that, today we are going to discuss with economic importance of phylum Annelida. Before this today's session, I just suggest you prerequisites read. In that, the first one, Invertebrate. This book is available in our KTHM library, written by Dr. Ariel Kotpal. You can specifically go through the lesson number 4. You get it detailed information related to phylum Annelida. Then also the another book, textbooks is also available, that is Animal Diversity Part 2. This book published by the Vision Publication and written by Dr. B.R. Kakot and its colleague. You can specifically go through the chapter number 2. In this chapter we get it the good information related to phylum Annelida and its economic importances. Before the starting today's session, we just take the quick review of previous lecture and then we start the today's session. In last lecture we discussed about the classification of phylum Annelida. In that we specifically go through the two classes. The first one class belong to phylum Annelida. This is Polychaeta. We discussed in previous lecture, day before lecture. But yesterday we discussed about the two class. One is the class Oligochaeta and another one is the Herodinea. The Oligochaeta, this is in that organism there is consist of the metamerically segmented with more than 100 segments present in the animal body. As well as Herodinea, this another class is belong to the phylum Annelida, and in that Annelida animals there is segmentation of body is fixed, and therefore this animal included in the class Annelida. That two part we discussed in the yesterday's lecture. We also go through the discuss with the its suitable example. The class Oligochaeta we discuss about the example earthworm, and the class Herodinea we discuss about the example as a leech. Now today we going to discuss with the economic importances of phylum Annelida. In that some Annelida they are beneficial to the human society and some animal they are harmful to the human society. Firstly we are going to deal with the uses of Annelida animal and the role of earthworm in vermicomposting industry or technology. We are going to deal with the learn about that whole things in today's session. Learning objective. You know that this today's session you can learn, you get understand all Annelida animals are ecologically as well as anthropologically important to the human and natural habitat or functional mesh. Economic importances. First, they have these animal that uses in various way. As the first application of these Annelida animals, these Annelida animal act or use as a bed and food for the different animals. Like firstly, these Annelida animals they are used as a major food for the birds like the robins, then chicken, ducks. These are the different birds they feed on the Annelida animal. Then these also used as a food for other animals like frogs, centipede, and some other mammals. They also feed on these phylum annelidan animals. Then earthworm is specifically useful for the bait for fishing. You can see the pictures. In that picture there is one fisherman hanging this earthworm piece on the hook, and they put in this hook in water body. The fish easy to anchor with them and easy to be the fishermen. They are fishing of the fishes with help of provide the bait of or food to the earthworm as a fish. Sometimes leech are used for the fishing. These are also the beneficial part to the fishermen. Then some animals are used as a medicine, and these animals they use for the different diseases like the kidney stones. The earthworm they use to cure the kidney stones. Then sometimes they are helpful to cure the jaundice, then the pyorrhea, then piles, then gout and diarrhea. These are the different diseases this annelidan animal use as a medicine for these enlisted diseases in human society. Then these animals are also used as a treatment for the different purposes. In that, this animal is used for the tonsillitis. This is one throat symptoms or throat disease in human population. The tonsil problem. That time they also treated as a tonsillitis. Then blindness. Also, those people have the hair loss. Or hair is not go through very well. That time they also this animal useful for the blindness treatment. Then some parasitic animal are like to the leech. They useful for the hemolytic agent or anticoagulating agent. You can look at the hair. This picture shows that there is some specific treatment purpose or surgical agent they use as a annelidan animal. And in that we can look at specifically there is some people they have the bloodletting process or mechanism. This is a leech is used as a surgical agent for this treatment. Then leech are used as in different hospital for the specific treatment for the blood disorder. In Ayurvedic, the medical practices is carried out as an animal for the medical practices from the ancient time, and till that time to till today there is this animal useful for the medical sciences. Then some animal in annelidans are used as a laboratory animals. For example, earthworm. The earthworm is a very good research model in the science community. As a scientific researcher, most of people they working or research on the earthworm processes and the composting mechanism. You can look at this also they act as a educational model, and this earthworm they use to this animal also available for the study purposes in the first year BSc 11th class, and different level of earthworm or this annelid animal is useful for as a research model or educational model. And you can look at the picture. They are easy to dissect out and show it different parameters. There is dorsal blood vessel, then gizzard, the digestive system, then ovary, and there's so many things we can easy to show in the dissection of the earthworms. And therefore earthworm is very suitable animal for the education and the research purposes. Then some animal are harmful to the human society, that like the leech. This is a harmful worms for human community, and you can look at there is a loss of water in irrigated land. They may be harmful happen due to the some burrowing mechanism of earthworm. They make it burrowing, and that time it may be the water loss happen due to the earthworm. Then casting on the slope, which is responsible for the soil erosion. Also that this is one of the danger mechanism to there is earthworm is doing well activity in the soil humus mixing, but in slope area there is the increase of soil erosion process in the natural calamities. Some species of earthworm is also act as a ectoparasite in different organisms. Like this earthworm is also act as a vector, and this vector basically they are transmit the some different diseases. Like the tapeworm is transmitted to the earthworm, then gap worms and lung nematodes. These three different type of nematodes is transmitted through the earthworms. Then the leech is also act as a vector for the different other animals. Like that you can leech can transmit the different type of animal. Like trypanosoma is also transmitted through the leech. It is a blood sucking organism, and they easy to transmit the blood parasite in the human body. Then Glossopenia is one of the flies. Then flagellate animals, there is gangrenous ulcer. They also cause or transmitted by the leech, and as an annelid animal to the they cause the different transmission the blood parasite to the human body. And this also they act as a parasite to the man, horse and fishes. This is one of the major things to the leech is act as a parasite. Then some animal is act as are used as a predators. For example, the insect larvae. The insect larvae, then worms, then mollusks, then fishes, frogs. These all things, these all the animals they use as a predators for the annelid animals. And these insect larvae also the act as a predator for the annelid animal, worms, then mollusks, then fish and the frogs. Turtles also. Then there is crocodile, then snakes, then birds and mammals. These all the higher vertebrate animal also the act as a predator on annelid animals. Then the vermiculture, that means earthworm is a very the friend of farmer. And why the friend of farmer? Because the earthworm is actively participating in the vermiculturing process. Therefore, this is the act as a friend of farmer. Then this earthworm culturing is very simple process, and that culturing we can also carry it out in the laboratory level or rearing of earthworm in as a business purposes or education purposes. Then the earthworm have the different application of vermiculture technology. We can just go through the one by one. The vermiculture, that means it is a first benefit for the agriculture society, that is production of vermicompost. In short duration we get it the large higher production of the vermicompost using the earthworms. Then earthworm is act as a protein feed for the livestock. Also the another useful application for the earthworm. Then some species used to treatment of industrial waste. Some earthworm are directly utilized to the treatment of the waste or industrial waste product. They are easy to transmit in normal forms. Then earthworm or different type of annelid animals, they act as a turning and mixing of the different component in the soil, and this is a major and sometimes we also call it the earthworm or the soil scientist. The domestic and the agriculture based management, we also carry out the earthworm. Then habitat of earthworm, where they found. Basically, you know that the earthworm are the soil dwelling animal. That means they are soil inhabiting. Is very nice. They most of time they are found in soil. Then sometimes they are found in the forest. That area there is present of the some leafy vegetable, dried vegetable in wetland. Then they also prefer the grassland, then gardens, then plant nurseries, greenhouses. These are the different things to earthworm are provide or specifically prefer the habitat of that area. Then this animal also, the habitat also prefer the ecological factors, then pH, then moisture condition, salinity, temperature, and soil biota. These all parameters, they specifically the important for the preference of habitat of the earthworm body. Then these earthworm also useful species. These which are the useful species of earthworm. We can know that the Eudrellus eugeni, then Isnephytida, then Pyroxenus senebacris baricus, then Pontoscolex cortes, Feridima postima. These are the different species are useful to the different level as a conversion of the normal wastage to the vermicompost. You can look at the pictures here. The vermicomposting technology, they are carried out the small scale process as well as a large scale mechanism. They are available of the wastage product on the basis of the type of vermicomposting. Two type. There is a small scale vermicomposting and the large scale vermicomposting. Then this are the application we already discussed in that, the all 5 application in that. Okay, that's the very simple reflection point for you. How is the mode of life phylum Annelida? Then is it leech as a human parasite? You can just go through the lecture and you get it idea which is human parasite, yes or no. Then this is a point or part for you, the small assignment on this today's session. The first, write note on economic importance of the phylum Annelida and also write a note on the vermicomposting technology. These two questions you can complete on the plain paper. After completion of your these questions, you can upload on your Google Classroom as well as send my email ID ramnath@kteachmcollege.ac.in. Then we just take the quick review of today's session. In today's session, we can specifically go through the economic importance of the phylum Annelida. In that, we can learn about these animals are useful for the food bait, they are useful for the education purpose or research purposes. This some animal is useful for the vector for the other animal, or they transmit some diseases to this animal to the human. Then some animal is act as a predators, and this finally we discuss about how is important of the vermicompost. Finally, in next lecture we discuss about the introduction of phylum Arthropoda and gender characters of the phylum Arthropoda. Thank you.